Greggy's first touchdown comes on the defensive side. Faracco to try the point after. Kick is up and through. 8:46 to go, fourth quarter. Penn Hills 41, Mount Lebanon 14. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. That little Amanda. I hate my phone. Mount Lebanon from their own 7. And they'll start at their own 25-yard line.
57. Brought down by Cameron Richardson. Keep playing, guys. Keep playing.
Mount Lebanon with 14 and a first down.
First down. Jenkins tackle on the play by Christian Randall Posey.
Jenkins for another 2. Jenkins close to a first down for Mount Lebanon. I'll give him 7. Looks like he's going to be just short.
Jenkins on the carry, brought down by number 9.
Going to be 3rd and 1. Gene Robinson with the tackle for the Indians. And it's picked off by the Indians.
12, Mathis again.
Malik Mathis.
Intercepted by number 12, Malik Mathis.
The Indians will have the ball at the 18-yard line with 7:34 to go.
Number 24, Maurice Doswell.
Doswell for a couple. I'll give him 4 yards. Now the clean jerseys are going to be coming in.
Tackle by number 26, Alex Engler.
Cameron Trant in a quarterback for the Indians. Montier Jackson split wide to the right. That'll be Malik Russell. Trant loses his hands on the snap, and he'll be sacked for a loss of 4.
Cam Trent brought down in the backfield. by number 4, David Harvey.
These are tackles.
Well, we're on offense. We need to see offensive stats. For Penn Hills, we have the ball.
165 for
Campbell 165, Kisner 103, Mathis 132. Indians 445 rushing yards so far in this game. Trent rolling to his right, under pressure from behind, throws, pass complete. Kyrie Stevens out to the 29-yard line. They'll give him the 30-yard line. It's 13 yards.
Durant pass complete, number 45.
The Indians keep the clock moving.
Rick Stevens.
That'll be a first down for the Indians. Oh, that'll negate that play. So instead of 3rd and 9 or a first down at the 30, the Indians will have 3rd down and 14 from their 14-yard line. At least the Mount Lebanon band is having fun. Trant flushed out of the pocket. Does a nice job to avoid a sack. Turns a negative into a positive. Will be short of the first down, but he goes out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Picks up 8, does Cameron Trant. The clock will stop with 5:25 to go here in the contest. Mount Lebanon will get the ball back following the Penn Hills punt. But the Indians' content is they can let this one roll under close to the 5-minute mark before they snap it. Dipko with a nice booming kick. Let's go back to the 31-yard line, kind of outkick the coverage. But Mount Lebanon will go down at the 40-yard line. That's where they'll take over. 5:13 to go, fourth quarter. The Indians up 41-14. You're watching the Indians Football Network. Mount Lebanon with a pickup of 7 for number 7. Well, Lebanon will have a first down to the 46-yard line. Stabile again, but another 7.
First down. Jenkins pass complete. Dante D'Alessandro.
D'Alessandro with the pass reception. That'll be a first down for Mount Lebanon at the 35-yard line. Mount Lebanon not giving up. Stabile will pick up 10.
Stabile on the carry.
Stop the clock with 4:27 to go while they move the sticks. If you're wondering why the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils haven't be able to move the ball here so far, well, you have their first-team varsity offense still in against the Indians' JV defense. No offense to the JV defense, but Manuel Johnson with the tackle with the 20. Stabile with the carry. Picks up 5.
Stabile on the carry. Brought down by Manuel Johnson.
Jenkins, quick hitter this way for nothing. Kyrie Stevens on the coverage. But D'Alessandro fell down as he caught the ball, making an easy tackle for Kyrie Stevens.
By Kyrie Stevens.
Jenkins rolls out, keeps it. It'll be wrapped up and brought down by Doswell at the 19-yard line.
Jenkins on the keeper.
Excuse me, it was not Doswell, that was Benny Ingram.
Stopped by number 26, Penn Ingram.
Fourth down here for Mount Lebanon. Harvey to the 11-yard line. Ricky Squires with the tackle.
Tackle by Rick Squires. First down.
Mount Lebanon can't get a first down inside the 1. Jenkins rolls out of bounds at the 9.
Jenkins on the keeper.
Picks up 2, stops the clock with 2:51 to go here in the fourth quarter. Indians on the road at Peters Township next week. Traveling down 19. The following week we'll be at Baldwin. Harvey inside the 5, wrapped up, thrown down by Kyrie Stevens at the 2.
David Harvey on the carry, brought down by Kyrie Stevens. They're down.
It's a timeout by the Penn Hills Indians. 2:23 to go. The Indians up 41-14. You're watching Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Harvey still is on his feet, diving ahead. Wrapped up by the ankles by Malik Menard. I'll give 99 the tackle on that one. Had him wrapped up by the ankles. And there's an injured Indian on the field. Is it Menard? I think it is. It is Menard. 2:08 to go. The Indians up 41-14. You're watching the Indians Football Network. Fourth and goal. It should be 4th and 1 from the 2. Jenkins dives over and in. And Mount Lebanon cuts the Indians' lead to 41-20.
Mount Lebanon touchdown.
Touchdown coming with 2 minutes even to go here in the fourth quarter. Kick is up and good. 2 minutes to go. Penn Hills 41, Mount Lebanon 21. You're watching the Indians Football Network. Mount Lebanon will try the onside kick, and why not? But the Indians will recover at the 46-yard line. Coming up with it is Isaiah Jones.
Onside kick. Recovered by number 10, Isaiah Jones. And Hills takes over at their own 46-yard line.
After a quick, uneventful third quarter, 21 points scored here in quarter number 4, 14 by their hometown Indians. Turan in the shotgun, Doswell behind him. Mathis is in the slot. Turan's going to roll this way. Looking, throws, has a man. Greg Houlihan with the reception. for 10 yards. That's a first down for the Indians.
Cam Durant pass. Complete to number 6, Greg.
Russell comes this way. It'll be Doswell. Loses the football. Malik Russell falls on it.
Doswell on the carry.
24 with the carry, 7 with the fumble recovery. Buck gonna have to go in the game, Jeff. Indians let the play clock wind all the way down to 1 before they snap it here. Azarius Britt will get the first down for the Indians down to the 32-yard line.
Britt on the keeper.
15 for 15. Clock will stop momentarily. Britt in motion this way. Indians big hole, another first down for Timmy Smith. Smith down to the 15 for 17 yards.
Smith on the carry.
Calling all these old Penn Hills Bantam names. How about, don't you just love that? Huh? All these kids that came up through the Penn Hills Midgets, watching them play then, now they're calling them up here at the show. The varsity level. Tim Smith was a beast for the Bantams. Keep your eye on him the next few years. Britt in motion. He was too. Smith again. Smith down to the 12-yard line for 3. And that should do it. Indians are going to take this one into the middle. Take the victory formation. And the Indians win, the Indians win, the Indians win.
21.
The clock winds down. Teams meet for the traditional handshake across the 50-yard line.
And to remember, as always.
And the Indians move on. Mount Lebanon gets their first loss of the season. They will fall to 3-1. The Indians move up to 3-1. Indians, more importantly, 3-0 in the conference, which just about guarantees them, I think, a playoff spot, winning 3 conference games. So Indians with a great start, 3 wins in conference play. Will be in conference play next week. The Indians come in here with a big task ahead of them, taking on the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils, who had outscored opponents 148-20 through the first 3 games. How did the Indians respond? First play of the game, Malik Mathis, playing in the jet position, takes it 67 yards on the first play of the game. The Indians up 7-0. Mount Lebanon comes down with a touchdown on a long drive of their own. Point after his block. Indians up 7-6. Indians then get a field goal, go up 10-6. Billy Kisner, a 66-yard run. Indians up 17-6. Mount Lebanon cuts it to 17-14. That's the closest they'll get. And then the Indians with 10 more points before the half. Tayshawn Campbell, a 60-yard run. And then before the half, Farraco, a 27-14 field goal with 27-14 lead for the Indians at the halftime. No points scored in the third quarter, fourth quarter. Malik Mathis, an 11-yard run, his second touchdown of the game. And then 3 plays later, Greg Houlihan picks up a loose ball at the 10-yard line, takes it in for the score. The Indians are up 41-14 at that point. Mount Lebanon, a late touchdown with 2 minutes to go, cuts it to 41-21. Quick stats for you. Billy Kisner, 13 carries, 103 yards. Tayshaun Campbell, 14 carries, 165 yards. Malik Mathis, 6 carries, 132 yards. Even though Tayshaun had the 165 tonight, I'm giving my player of the game to Malik Mathis. Had a 79-yard run called back for a penalty. Had an 80-yard punt return called back for a penalty. And not only that, he was huge defensively tonight. So our Penn Hills Indians player of the game, Henton Malik Mathis. So hopefully the Indians can carry the momentum over the next couple of weeks. They'll be on the road next week at Peters, then following at Baldwin. They'll be home for 2 weeks, homecoming against Bethel Park, senior night against Seneca Valley, and then they'll close out at Woodland Hills. Once again, the final score from Uhas McGinley Stadium. Penn Hills Indians defeat the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils by a score of 41-21. Thanks to our statistician, Jeff Snodgrass, our cameraman, Bernard Mathis, our director, Helen Navari, and special thanks to all of you. I'm Bill Navari. Thanks to each and every one of you for watching us and Penn Hills football here on Comcast and the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.